Hello, my friends. This is the art of prepping. Let's talk about comfort and what role does comfort play in your systems of preparedness? You get a lot of different answers on this subject matter. And you have some people that are all about comfort and creatures of comfort, is what they really are. And then you have people who are really okay with roughing it, just going out and being uncomfortable. Now, what got me thinking about this was, especially during season 3 of History Channel's Alone Show, you had a few characters in that show that were very much into comfort, and then you had others that, thrived on just, I'm going to just say suffering. They could deal with it. They could just deal with being in a very basic, rudimentary shelter, and they could handle going without food for a very long period of time and so forth. And then there's other people who really couldn't do that. And so what's the deal? What is a priority here? What actually is a good balance? Well, this is going to be, for someone, a personal thing. I mean, this is something that I really can't fully answer. But I would like to say that there's a middle ground here, most likely, that a lot of us are going to fall into, that we don't want to be super primitive because, when it comes to, and I'm just going to give you an example within a category to make this more concrete. Let's say our sleep system. Let's say that because everybody loves talking about bug out bags, right? Let's talk about our sleep system. Well, some people say I'll just sleep on the floor or on the ground and I'll just make a bed of leaves and just sleep like an animal. And that may work for you if you can handle that in cold weather. And man, you're my hero. But a lot of us want to get off the ground, maybe get into a hammock or have a sleep system that has actual insulation, like a decent sleeping bag or a bivy sack or whatever. And and this does a lot of things, for a lot of people. And so let's go through those things that for those people who are into comfort. What are some of the big selling points of comfort, and why does it actually help you in the long run to have at least some level? I'm not saying you should be like dragging along your queen size mattress in the woods when you bug out. But I am saying, though, that number one, comfort, or at least the elements of comfort within your kit systems and general preparedness, helps you to relax and reduce stress. This may sound common sense, but the more relaxed and the more stress that you have off of your shoulders, the better that you can think. And when you think clearer, you can make better decisions that actually give you a better, higher chance of making decisions that will actually get you further in the game of survival. If you ever had to actually really survive, most people don't ever actually survive or are in a real survival situation, but every bit counts. So if you're more comfortable, you do have the option there to actually have a little bit more capacity to think in a bigger picture because you're more relaxed and you have less stress to distract you. Number two, and I noticed this a lot in the History Channel's Alone Show on season 3. That it was explained that comfort grounds you, and it does. For me, it does. I feel much more less abstract and out of my head when I'm in a comfortable position. For example, maybe I'm sitting on a sofa or I'm in a warm, cozy bed when it's freezing cold outside and I can sleep in that morning. That's a good feeling. And it really feels like I'm grounded and I'm safe. And so that leads us to number 3 here, which it actually in the long run helps us to organize yourself, collect your thoughts, your emotions, restore your physical vigor. And I think that's really important to recharge the old battery and to go in your head and kind of sort out what's going on up there or your body, what's the state of your body and work it out and get more in touch with it. Lastly, though, I think that comfort, gives us a major benefit on our psychological, um, I guess, indicator, if you will, the ability to say that, hey, everything's okay. I'm feeling good. I'm comfortable, or at least I'm more comfortable than I was a minute ago because I'm doing this and this. that it actually kind of brings us closer to that sense of well-being that we didn't have, or to maintain the sense of well-being that we have, and we don't want to lose it because maybe that's all that we have to hold on to because everything else is gone, depending on the situation. So these are some thoughts with comfort. I'm going to get back in the house. It's getting ready to rain again. The bugs are out. That's why I've been moving around. I apologize if I've been moving around a lot in this video. But I just wanted to kind of share these thoughts because sometimes they pop in my head. And I'm like, you know what? I want to share that and see what you think about comfort and how much comfort is too much, how much comfort is not enough. And for those who really just kind of go bare bones, is there really something inherently wrong with that approach? Does it really diminish your overall capability? Because some people would say no. If you train that way, you're going to be fine. But what happened if you train that way, but still give yourself a little bit of a bonus and kind of give you some comfort? Can I even push you further? I would have to say possibly so. So with that, hey, thanks a lot for coming along. You guys take care.